Hi friends, welcome back to Sridhar CC Ananthapuram YouTube channel and welcome back to my session Editorial Analysis session. So in నా సెషన్లో ప్రతిరోజు ఏం డిస్కస్ చేస్తామనేది ఒకసారి చూసి మనం ముందరికి వెళ్ళిపోదాము. ప్రతిరోజు మన సెషన్లో కోట్ ఆఫ్ ద డే ఉంటుంది ఫర్ మోటివేషనల్ పర్పస్, వన్ వర్డ్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ బేసిక్ వొకాబులరీ కోసం ఉంటుంది, ఎడిటోరియల్ వొకాబులరీ మనం ఏ ఎడిటోరియల్ అయితే డిస్కస్ చేయబోతున్నామో దానికి సంబంధించినటువంటి వొకాబులరీ టఫ్ వొకాబులరీ డిస్కస్ చేస్తాము. ప్రతిరోజు either idioms and phrases or phrasal verbs డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది అండ్ అనాలిసిస్ ఆఫ్ ద ఎడిటోరియల్ ఉంటుంది. దాంతోపాటుగా లాస్ట్ బట్ నాట్ ద లీస్ట్ టెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద డే కూడా ఉంటుంది. రైట్ గైస్, నౌ లెట్స్ గెట్ ఇన్ టు ద సెషన్ విత్ ద కోట్. సో ఏం కోట్ తీసుకుని వచ్చాను మీకోసం ఈరోజు? సక్సెస్ ఈజ్ హౌ హై యూ బౌన్స్ వెన్ యూ హిట్ బాటమ్. సక్సెస్ అంటే ఏంటి? మనం ఎప్పుడైతే పూర్తిగా పడిపోయిన స్థాయిలో ఉంటామో ఆ స్థాయి నుంచి రిటర్న్ బౌన్స్ అయితేనే అదే సక్సెస్. మనం ఎన్నోసార్లు ఫెయిల్యూర్స్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అవుతూ ఉంటాము, ఎంతోమంది కమెంట్స్ వింటూ ఉంటాము, ఎంతో నెగిటివిటీ మనకి మైండ్లో అంతా కూడా ఫామ్ అయిపోతుంది. అలాంటప్పుడు మనం పూర్తిగా పడిపోయిన స్టేట్ నుంచి బయటకు వచ్చాము అంటే, అది ఎంత పైకి మనం ఎదగగలిగామంటే అదే సక్సెస్ అంటే. రైట్, నౌ లెట్స్ గో టు వన్ వర్డ్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్స్. So some students are asking me to conduct the sessions in English. So yesterday, even if you watched my video, almost I used English language. So let me try the same today even. So what is patricide? So here I gave you link already that patri is related to father and matri is related to mother. So killing of a father already, yesterday even I gave you this CIDE related link. What is CIDE? Killing related. So father related patri, mother related matri, and CIDE, killing related CIDE. Killing of a father is called as patricide and killing of a mother is called as a matricide. Simple to remember, right? The killing of one's brother, fratricide. Here I am giving you a link of fraternity. Fraternity means brotherhood. So brother related killing is called as fratricide. I am just trying to make a link, fraternity. So you can have that link. Killing of one's sister is sororicide. Sororicide, yes stands for sister, sororicide. Next, I gave you yesterday killing of husband, one's husband. What did I say? That is related to meriticide. I told you meriticide, penimity, the word which we use in Rayalaseema. So auxoricide is related to wife. Whenever some person kills his own wife, then that is called as auxoricide. Auxorial is related to wife. Next, let's get to the next set of one word substitutes. Yes, morbid compulsion means like extreme compulsion to keep on consuming alcohol. So we say excessive and the thing related to craziness, that is called as mania. I even gave this link to you. Mania is related to craziness, madness. So whoever wants to keep on consuming alcohol is called as dispomaniacs, and dispo is related to alcohol. Next, morbid compulsion to steal. So some people, they steal without their knowledge even, like they keep on having that feeling to steal. So then that is called as kleptomania, and that person is called as kleptomaniac. So then I gave this link, biblio is related to two things. One is the Bible and the two is books. Morbid compulsion to steal books, like the person who wants to steal books, that person is called as bibliomaniac, bibliokleptomaniac. So here klepto is related to stealing and mania is related to madness and biblio is related to books. So I gave you have got three links here, right? Morbid compulsion to start a fire, to put fire to houses, such kind of people we see in our day-to-day lives. So such kind of person is called as pyromaniac. Pyro is the word root linked to fire. That means pyro, fire, and even pyre is there. So that pile of sticks which we keep to burn a body, dead body, right? The next thing is delusion of power. and importance and godliness. Like some people always think that they are gods, they are very powerful, and they want power. So that kind of delusion they live. Such kind of people are called as megalomaniacs. Here mega means mega power related craziness. Like they always keep on keeping themselves in that delusion of power, right? Next set. Yeah, uncontrollable desire on the part of a woman. Like women having extreme feelings, uncontrollable desires. Such kind of girls are called as nymphomaniacs. Nymphomania is the term. Nymph is related to women in a negative side. Uncontrollable desire on the part of a man. If a man has uncontrollable feelings or uncontrollable desires, such kind of a person is called as satyromaniac, and that feeling is called as satyromania. Satire, negative related. You keep it in your mind. Next, person with one track mind means always thinking about only one thing. Such kind of persons are called as monomaniacs, and that person is called as monomaniac, and that feeling is called as monomania. Monomaniac is the person. Compulsion to tell lies. Like some people always keep on telling lies without their conscience. Like they want to say something, some lie, so they don't want to speak truth. Such kind of people are called as mythomania. Myth means it might be a lie or it might be a truth. That is the meaning of myth. Mythomania is that that compulsion to tell lies. Like always they feel compulsion to tell lies. That person is called as mythomaniac. Next, the last word for the day, madness with obsession with something. Like always, yeah, we got this word already. Always obsession, you know, possession, possessiveness. So next stage is obsession. Obsession is always dangerous, and that we call it as a mania, craziness. Okay, before getting to editorial vocabulary, let me deal with these idioms and phrases. What I've got today. Elvis has left the building. Whoever that Elvis is, whatever it is, the show has come to an end. It's all over. So whenever you use this idiom, Elvis has left the building, that itself indicates that something is over. Like whenever the show is over, okay, Elvis has left the building. So that means the show is completed. It's all completed. Next, one more beautiful idiomatic expression. Every cloud has a silver lining. What is that? Be optimistic. Even difficult times will lead to better days. What does that mean? Every cloud has a silver lining. Like so we face failures, right? So in that failures, even just to think only one thing. Every failure even has a positive side to it, and definitely you are going to be successful one day. So that we can have it in this form. Every cloud has a silver lining. Next, a far cry from far away. That means it's indicating place. Far cry. So it's very different from something, means we can use far cry from. Next, feel a bit under the weather. So how is the weather? Weather is good, weather is bad. Feel a bit under the weather. Under the weather itself indicates under, down, off, OFF, off. All these can be taken in negative forms. Like feeling slightly ill. Whenever you say whenever you feel ill, say I'm feeling ill now. So I can say, yeah, I feel a bit under weather today. So you can use that expression. So next one, give the benefit of the doubt. Give the benefit of the doubt. Believe someone's statement without a proof. So very simple thing. So you have got a doubt. So you are giving the benefit of the doubt itself, means without proof you are going to believe that statement. Okay guys, let's get to editorial vocabulary. Let's discuss this and later we enter into the analysis session. Passing off. What is passing off? It's a phrasal verb. So phrasal verb meaning happen or be concluded in a specified, usually satisfactory way. So what does that mean? So it's going to be happen in a satisfactory way. Next, convicted. What is convicted? You know, convict. The person who is in the prison. So already he was arrested. Such kind of person is convict. So here convicted means having been declared guilty of the criminal offense, means that's proved by the verdict, especially of a jury or the decision of a judge. Like it's a proved thing. Next, inevitable. Convicted, you can take it in a V3 form or adjective form. Next, inevitable, able, AVLE endings are generally taken as adjectives. Inevitable, certain to happen, unavoidable. Like we listen this phrase sometimes, change is unavoidable and inevitable. So both almost mean the same. Like you can't escape change. So I just gave you an example. Okay, lament, V1, what is the meaning of lament? Mourn, what is mourn? Like to weep over the death of someone. Like some person died, then that kind of crying is called as mourning, and that kind of mourning is called as lament. In the Bible even you can see lamentations. So vilapa vakyalu, something like that is there in the Bible, right? Okay, tardiness, how does that sound? Tardy. Like it's delaying, right? So the quality of being late is called as tardiness. Spanned means you know that, spanning, to exist or continue for a particular length of time. Next set of words, massacred. So this word we usually see in number of crime related scenes. Massacred means like deliberately and violently killing, especially a large number of people. You can have that word in Telugu language as Vuchakota, that same word, massacred. In mass means all together, completely, you know, mass means a gathering of something. In mass means it's a foreign term, that means all together. So it's a phrase. Massacred is V3 adjective. Heinous, you remember OUS endings are generally adjectives. Okay, utterly, odious or wicked. Heinous means wicked means like very bad. Impunity, generally ITY endings are nouns. Impunity means exemption from punishment. Axiom means like just like almost like idiom. Statement or proposition established, accepted and self-evidently true. Next, titula means title related, constituting a purely formal position or title without any real authority. Titular means just title related, so it's an adjective. Okay guys, next set we can enter into analysis. Okay, so what is this about? Check the title, Justice, Slow but Sure. So what a powerful title it is, Justice, Slow but Sure. What does that mean? So justice will come in India on Rajasthan ex-royal murder case. It comes slowly but surely. It comes surely. Especially conviction of police for passing off murder as an encounter. So here police was convicted for what? For passing off a murder as an encounter is welcome. Is welcome in the sense that is a welcome change in this country. It's delayed. So you got my point. Here the police was convicted because that particular police passed off murder as an encounter is welcome. Welcome means like it's a happy change we receive. Next, it's not often that policemen involved in shooting people dead and seeking to cover up the incident as an armed encounter are convicted for murder. So here it's not often in the sense like policemen really involving in shooting people. Even we saw a number of cases like in Hyderabad recently, Disha case related people were encountered, and that was that incident was covered up like an armed encounter. So they tried to kill these policemen. That's why they killed them. So such kind of stories we listen often, and such people, such policemen were convicted for murder. Convicted means they were put in prison. The verdict of the Sessions Court in Madura sentencing 11 police personnel. So here the topic is that particular thing. So 11 police personnel, including a DSP, to life for murdering Raza Mansingh, the head of the princely state of Bharatpur in Rajasthan, two of his associates in 1985. In 1985, the thing was happened, and the time now is 2020. So in this year, so recently, the verdict of this Sessions Court in Madura. So 11 police personnel, even including DSP. So they were convicted to life for what? For murdering Raja Mansingh. Who is this Raja Mansingh? The head of the princely state of Bharatpur in Rajasthan. So he was a head, and even two of his associates were murdered. So usually, as per their records, they told that it's an encounter. So they were murdered. So that's why this 11 police personnel, including a DSP, was even convicted to life. That in what such rare instance, while welcoming this rare blow for accountability and justice, it is inevitable the tardiness that one must lament the tardiness of the criminal justice system. Here, so it's somewhat satirical. See what he wants to say, the author wants to say. This is a rare blow for accountability and justice. So, like, we got the result, but it's a very delayed result. So it is inevitable. Like everyone, whoever thinks that, whoever sees this, so they definitely lament over the tardiness. Tardiness means we discussed. It's a delayed thing. So tardiness of the criminal justice system. How tardy this criminal justice is. Even accounting for the usual and expected delay in the prosecuting personnel, the 35 years that it took for the case to complete the trial stage is further evidence that justice moves in slow motion in the country. So here the point is very clear. It took around 35 years to put these people in prison, really. So it shows us how slow our justice system is and the criminal justice is. So such kind of several long delayed trials that spanned generations. There are several such kind of cases are there. See for few examples. Trial of men who assassinated. Assassinated is the word which is used for a murder of a political person, especially. Railway Minister Mishra in 1975 ended in conviction in 2014. Like 75 case ended in conviction in 2014. Almost it's 39 years, better than the before. Okay, so the Hashmipura case, in which nearly 40 Muslims were massacred means we discussed in 1987. In 2015 they an en masse acquittal means released. Okay, but the Delhi High Court restored some faith in the judicial by slapping lifelong prison for 16 men. So here the discussion is 40 Muslims were massacred. In that, so all these people were released, so arrested and released in 2015. But Delhi High Court again just proved that the judicial process even exists by lifelong prison terms on 16 men 3 years later. So these things happened, like they were acquitted means released, and again after a discussion on the same topic, Delhi prison put them, so 16 of them after 3 years means around 2018. Convictions in heinous crimes ought to be welcomed regardless of the long delay. Those administering criminal law will have to explain how far finding old and infirm guilty after letting them enjoy decades of impunity. So here the thing is, whatever it is, it's a heinous crime. So they have to be punished. So however they are getting punished, that's a happy thing. But the thing is, so these people, they are enjoying themselves decades of impunity. What is the meaning of impunity? Like escaping from the punishment. So decades. So finally they got arrested. That's a happy thing. That's a welcome thing. So we have to appreciate that. But that decades they were happy. So here, yeah, fortunately the delay did not affect the outcome in this case, but it does not mean there is no truth in the old axiom that delay amounts to denial of justice. So here delay is there, and definitely this takes more time. You can have it. It does not mean that there is no truth. So there is no truth means this old axiom set. justice system, that delay amounts to denial of justice. Justice is rejected. So the delay definitely makes us to lose hope on the justice system. Next, finally, what does the author want to conclude? The election time murder of Raja Man Singh at Deeg, February 21st, election time murder, February 21st, 1985, that was happened, was initially thought to be passed off as an encounter. First of all, as per the records, it was tried by the police people to be passed off as an encounter. The previous day, the titular head, a 7-time independent legislator, had apparently felt insulted on hearing that his family flag had been damaged by Congress supporters. So all these things happened. Okay, in a fit of rage, he drove his jeep into the stage put up for then Congress Chief Minister Shiv Charan Madhurs. So, how the incident happened? Went on to damage a helicopter used by the Chief Minister. All these things happened then. The next day, as the Raja on his way to surrender, his jeep was surrounded by a party led by DSP and others. So, how the incident happened was discussed here. Okay, so here DSP and others, they surrounded him, and eyewitnesses said that they fired on the vehicle's occupants, killing Man Singh and his 2 elderly associates. So eyewitnesses, like that moment, whoever saw that incident, they said that, so that they fired, these people, police people fired at these vehicle occupants, especially Man Singh along with his 2 elderly associates. Later, what happened? Top police officials admitted that the former ruler was not armed. So here the interesting thing is, so even though that opposite person was not armed, what is the necessity for these police people to fire at this person? The investigation was transferred to the Central Bureau of Investigation. So this investigation completely handed over to Central Bureau of Investigation, that is CBI. Later, the Supreme Court shifted the trial to Mathura in Uttar Pradesh. So, so that is again shifted. It may not be known if Congress leaders conspired with the police, but the incident remains a blot on the party's record in the 1980s. So, whatever it is, so the thing happened. Finally, justice got delayed, but finally, surely, those people, even the police, were arrested. So, that's what they want to say. Now, let's enter into the final session. Test of the day. So, here I brought you, so very well known thing, error detection. So, for error detection, what do you need? What do you people need? So, you need to have complete grammatical accuracy. Whenever you are reading the sentence, you need to be struck. Just check it. Visitors can borrow your life jacket. It's not a life jacket at no cost to use 2 + V1 during the day and return the same before they leave. I felt no error is present in this, but error is there. So, I can go with the no error, but error is there. What is it? Yes, see this? The same. It's an adjective. It requires a noun. The same person, the same boy, the same girl. What is there in it? Nothing is there. That's why it's the error. Then what is the correction? You can use, instead of this the same, you can use it. So, answer is, and return it before they leave. Simple. Next. Okay, the patrol vessels are ideal for these sort of tasks. These plural, sorts plural. It's over. Sorts of tasks. There is often far more room in those streams than you might think, and having the extra length means hanging further from the stream. Here the stream is a physical place. You need to know this difference. Further, farther. Do you know the difference? F-A-R-T-H-E-R. Further, farther. So, what is the basic difference between these two things? Further is used related to time being, and farther is related to place. So, what when is the so what are your further plans? Like something about timing. Farther means away from, far, farther, farthest. This is generally used for places. That's why further is wrong, farther is right. Next. In a small community, it can be pretty easy to figure out whom we are talking about by giving a small amount of details. So here, whom is not required. We are talking about who that particular person is. That's why subjective case is required. So answer is in C. Okay, the last but not the least, Barbash reportedly says in the suit that she was approached repeatedly for her consent but did not give. Yeah, finishing, did not give. Give is transitive verb. So this is transitive verb and it requires what? It definitely requires an object. So object is missing. Like you need to finish that sentence with an object that is even pointed out. So careful. Did not give answer, did not give it. What is that? Consent. Consent means agreement. Okay, right guys, that's all for the day. I hope you enjoyed the class, and once again, so subscribe to our channel. I mean, whoever did not subscribe, share with your friends and ask them to subscribe. So more are yet to come. So more are awaiting. So wait for the schedule. Thank you for watching.